making some more progress on getting that Bowmount 36 volt trolling motor mounted onto the pontoon boat. So this is a hopefully overkill platform that I've thrown together just to try to hold the bracket for the bow mount, because I don't want to, right now I don't feel like taking the time to do something different. I'm just going to try to use the motor as is designed. What I discovered very nicely is that it actually, I didn't know that these brackets come apart. Learning new things about these bow mounts all the time. They're very clever. So looking at the amount of space here, so this all is going to mount on the back of the boat onto the sort of transom pod thing, and then it'll bolt onto that. And really all I needed was something to belt this to. Probably overdid it a bit. It's very tempting to want to slide this over and, you know, use this for batteries and stuff, but the back of the boat, the stern can get a little low sometimes, so I'm not confident in doing that. So sure, the smart thing to do for now is just square this in the middle and go from there. Okay, so I got it out here just to get the holes lined up and drilled, because I thought that would be an easier way to measure what kind of hardware I needed. That way I can get that squared away over the next week. Just got the transom pod under here. I'll lift this up in a second. It's got a couple bolt holes here. I think those are 3/8, and then a smaller one here. So that'll be 6 points of attachment there. I think that should be sufficient. Obviously use some good washers and stuff to hold that all down. And then this plate, like I showed before, I'm a little bit wondering, obviously, you know, to power a boat, you want that dead center. I know with bow mount trawlers, they are often offset. This is a little bit of a different use case. I'm wondering if I can get away with just offsetting it like that. Don't know exactly what I use the space for, but it just seems like a big waste to have it in the middle. So what I probably will do for now is just drill all the holes once I figure out what I'm going to do for hardware here. And then I can switch it back and forth in the future if I decide to go one way or the other. But a little bit, I don't have the whole motor out here, but once I get this all secured, then I'll bring that out and figure out how that's going to go up and down. But you know, this is the part that hangs right off the bow of the boat, and then that whole bracket would come down, so it's going to sit like right out here. So pretty far off of the boat, but I don't think that's going to matter. In fact, that gets me in a little deeper water where I park. And then my hope is, you know, these are designed to flop 180 degrees over, but I'm hoping I can just bring it to 90 degrees and it will, and then just be able to strap it up to the back of the boat and it'll be fine. There are a few changes I'm going to need to make because it's a 36 volt system. I thought initially I was going to have to change the wiring of the batteries, the 3 batteries between parallel and series, to be able to charge it. But as with most things, if you look around hard enough, if it's something popular, somebody else has already figured out how to do it. So my solar system currently just outputs 12 volts, but they do make other charging systems that will boost that up to 36 volts. So this has a couple of indications or applications for me, in that will actually mean that it would make sense to now mount my solar panel on the boat more permanently, so I'm not taking it on and off as I go to use it, which would be nice. And then theoretically it could still charge underway. How much it actually get out of that, not sure. Also looking at some meters and different things to kind of keep track of. This particular one I'm showing here is probably a little fancier than what I would actually end up with. In the short term, I just have some basic voltage displays, but it'd be really nice to be able to have something that actually calculates based on amp hours to give a better idea of how much range is left. Close this one out with a few pictures from the past. Look forward to having some more concrete things to show you in the near future, as far as getting the motor all mounted up and batteries and solar panel, and most importantly getting this pig back in the water. Hope you all are having a great spring and look forward to some boating for this summer.